So today I want to sort of mix it up a little bit as well. I will talk about, I guess most people that are on know who I am, but for those that might watch it later, I did not know I was a psychic medium for most of my life. I walked around thinking I was a little insane, bit crazy I still think, but not insane. I then was sent actually to a psychiatrist in Geelong who helped me discover that no, I wasn't insane. I was a little crazy, but I was actually a psychic medium and I was hearing spirit. So that was mind-blowing for a start, that it was a psychiatrist that was the key to me knowing about this ability or this gift, whichever way you want to describe it. So for the last 12 years, I've been doing readings for people. I've started doing these because my point of them is, even though I'm not connecting for very long for people, the point of me doing them really is, of course, a part to get myself out there. That's a natural, but I really like to help people with grief. So I know myself that how hard it is to actually lose people. For one, I've lost so many. To the other side, I couldn't actually tell you how many. All sorts of ways, suicide, murder, cancers, illness, accidents of all kinds. So I know how hard it can be to actually move past when you've lost someone to death. And more than anything, really want to show people that although their physical body has died, yes, and that's always going to bring some pain to us because they're not physically with us anymore, I just want to show people that in some way they still are living. Now, we might not totally understand that because we're on this side and they're on that side. I can only give you what my experiences have given me. However, if they can give all that confirmation of who they are, then that surely shows you in your heart that in some way they still are alive. And it does give you comfort. I know when I lost my dad, it made it so much easier. For one, he didn't shut up. That some things never change, hey Dad? But it does make that grief process a lot easier to get through. And yes, as I said, there's always going to be physical pain. You can't stop that part. But I just think society hasn't really taught us the truth about death, and they've convinced us that it's worse than it needs to be. It's always going to have pain, but it doesn't need to be as bad as what society, has convinced us all that it is. So that's my reason for doing these lives, and they won't be very long because it does take a lot of energy. If anyone wants to book a reading with me, they can send a DM and get more info, pricing and availability and stuff like that. Also, I just want to also talk about the very quick message that you might get when I'm connecting in these lives. Now, it might be a really simple message, and many people watching are going to think, well, that's quite generic, or, everybody knows that, or everybody says that. Now, that could be a simple message like, I love you. However, to that person that's getting that message, they may have not even been told that they were loved. So that could be something that would really help them move forward. So that's the sort of message they're going to get. They might also have something like holding on to some guilt over that death. So they might get a simple message of, not to hold that guilt. But that may seem so simple to everybody else. It's going to be that message that helps them actually move forward. So although they can sound very generic, because they're quick readings, in a longer reading, you do get a lot more personal information and a lot more confirmation and stuff between you and them. But in these ones, it's really just to give you that one message, if I can, to help you move forward with whatever you're struggling with, and to also let you know that those spirits or your loved ones are actually there in spirit still. They might be trying to let you know they're around and trying to communicate with you, so they'll tell me those things. They also, I find this in most of my readings, most people are told that they're already hearing spirit, they're just not realising it. So that'll be a regular message that does come through, and that could be because I've experienced it that way. So that's something that I'm obviously going to be able to help other people with. So that would be another reason that one would come through. So while they do sound generic to most people, for the person that's getting the reading or the connection, it's going to be an important message that does help them move past whatever they're stuck with in life. So yeah, that's about it for my ramble. Now let's see who wants to ramble from the other side. Who have I got here? Just a minute. Oh yeah, okay, got that. Thanks. Thank you. Now, whoever would like to get a connection today, I just remind you that you do actually have to come on video with me. I like to be able to see who I'm connecting for. It's just always been the way I've done it. Okay, is that better, Tina? Hopefully that's better. Yeah, so I'll just have a look here and invite somebody in. No, that's a question. Okay, 1 minute. Okay. Who have I got here? The Hendo. I don't know which cuz this is, so I'm intrigued, and I just want to let the viewers know, even though this person is a cousin, I have so many cousins, I don't know which one this is, and we do all live in very different towns, so I don't know much about their lives. So although I probably do know some of their loved ones, I'm just gonna, if you don't want to join, just, yeah. Oh, a little sparkle in my jumper. Hi, Cars, how you going? I thought, which one are you? Yeah.
I'm Chris.
Yeah, okay, because I haven't seen you since you're a little kid, to be honest.
No, it would be a long time. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for joining, for one, and thanks for coming on video. So I don't know if you heard that ramble, but what I want to do is just try and let you know who's around you and give you some confirmation so that you can actually know that it is them. Because I don't know anything really about your life, I think your dad's Peter. That's terrible, isn't it? But there are a lot of us, so I have to be forgiven.
We have got a lot of cousins, you're right. So that's...
Look, I got to tell you this because it is a funny story. I did a reading for somebody and I didn't know who they were. At the end of it, and I connected to their mum and their grandmother, and it turned out that the grandmother was great-grandma Amy, and I didn't even know I was communicating to her.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, and so that was mind-blowing to me because I didn't actually know who this person was. She explained who she was after, and she showed me a photo, which also sort of threw my mind because I was looking at the picture thinking, that's Nana, and then I looked at the name and thought, hang on, that's not Nana. Yes, it's Nana. No, it's not Nana. Yes, it is. Hang on a minute. Oh, my God, Nana had a twin sister, so...
Of course, yeah.
That sounds terrible that it didn't come straight to my mind, but I thought it was amazing that I was connecting to family and didn't even know. Yeah, so that bonus, I think, anyway. So let me see who's here. Who's around Chris that would like to come forward? Come in, please. Okay, who are you? I've got a male that's walking in. Hang on. Has your mum's dad passed?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that. Were you close to him, Chris? Like,
Yep.
Did you know him? Yep. Oh, good.
Really close.
Oh, that's good. I did give a bit of a lecture to the spirits beforehand because sometimes you can get all the grandparents come in and the person I'm connecting for didn't really have much to do with them. So I said to them, if you're a grandparent and you were close to them, please come in. Yeah. Did you stay there a lot at that grandparent's house?
Yeah, and he stayed at mine too. Yep.
Oh, okay. Like they minded you a lot or something, did they? When you're younger.
When we were little, we stayed there for school holidays. Yeah, he was on a dairy farm, Nan and Grandpa, so...
Oh, that would have been awesome. What an experience to have a farm of any kind, I think. Did you get up and speak at his funeral?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, because he's showing like that. He's going, tell him I'm proud. He got up and spoke. And that's my sort of sign for, it's a bit like spiritual aids, but it's my sign for speaking. Were you not alone though? Did you have other family standing there with you?
Yeah, my cousin, two other cousins. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I see, well, you standing there, you know how it's a little bit of a spotlight or stage type thing, but yeah, got people. I don't know if it's just two, but I'm seeing one each side. Yeah.
Yeah, there was two of us. Yeah.
Yeah. Is his wife still here?
No. No, Nana passed away a few years before him.
Before him, was it?
Yeah, 5 or 6 years probably. Yeah.
Was she sick, that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it cancer for her?
Stroke, and then her body just gave way. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he have cancer at all?
No, he just dropped.
Oh, hang on. Let me ask him what happened there. Not like a bleed or something?
Just,
Like
I don't know. He literally, in between the nurse coming and the home, what do they call it? The Meals on Wheels.
yeah.
It was like 50-minute hour in between, and when the Meals on Wheels arrived that night, he was found literally face down carpet, just
Oh,
dropped.
wow.
So he always wanted to go suddenly. So I've always sort of reconciled that he would have been at peace with.
Yeah, he says quickly. Like quickly, yeah.
He had a little bruise on the side of his head from the.
Yeah, oh, okay, that might have been what he's saying about the head. I thought maybe he meant like a bleed on the brain, or
He had a bruise just on his temple there somewhere. It was.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I've taken that as, you know, maybe something in the head, but they would have found that in an autopsy anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you often see his first name?
Sorry?
Do you often see his first name, like or hear it? Like, you know, you might have the TV on and you hear the name, or you're seeing his name?
We just had our first boy, and we called him.
Did you use the name?
Yeah.
Going to say, saying something about the name, and I'm assuming that maybe he's showing you the name, but yeah, his name. He wants you to know that he does know this child already. Okay, he hasn't missed out, because on the other side, that child's a soul, and it comes in its little human suit. So if you can picture it as a soul, and your grandfather's a soul, so they get to meet before you do. Pretty cheeky, considering we're the parents.
I actually put a photo in the coffin with him, and I told him that it was a boy, so no one knew that, but Grandpa did.
Aww, see, yeah. And he would have met him. I really firmly believe that they help him come in, you know, and we're left sitting here feeling like we don't, you know, they missed out. Like, my dad's on the other side. If my son had children, it would feel like to him that he hasn't got to meet them, but my dad's going to meet them first. You know, it's like they help them come in.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, so because we're more than just a physical being. We're a soul that's jumped into a suit. I don't know how exactly we do that, but so we've jumped into this physical suit, and we come to Earth and we have some experiences, and then the physical suit might get old or sick or hurt or injured, and we leave. But then the soul leaves that body and then returns home. Now, home to some people is God, home to others is family that's already passed. That home version is up to you, what your belief is. And then we quite often come back in other suits and do it all again. You know, so think of them on that other side. There's just a wall between us and them. All right?
Yeah,
but if they can, you know, if they can tell us stuff, then surely somehow they're still living somehow. What are you saying? Did he used to have a beer with you?
Yeah, beer or port, yeah.
Okay, because he's going like that, and it doesn't look like a cuppa. You know what I mean? It looks more like a beer. Yeah. And laughs. Like, so did you get a laugh with him?
Yeah. When he passed, I got a phone call to say he passed, and I raced up to Ballarat to see him before they took him away, and I cracked a beer, and I remember saying to him, he used to drink VB, and I hated VB, and we used to share a stubby. So, but I had to drink the whole VB, and I said to him, "This is a terrible beer, Grandpa." But because he wasn't with me anymore, I had to drink the whole lot by myself, and so we laughed.
He would have been laughing, Chris. He would have been laughing on the other side at you drinking that. He would have found that so amusing. Yeah, especially the fact knowing that you didn't like them. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was okay to have half of a stubby with him, but to have a full one was a bit harder.
I don't blame you. What was the ad? Nothing better than a cold Vic? I beg to differ.
Yeah, that's right.
A warm one or a hot one's much better. But yeah, no, that's the worst beer on the planet. Beer's just shocking. Sorry, Grandfather. Beer's horrid. He wants you to know that he's always there too. All right? So he can be some sort of a guide or an angel to you. He wouldn't be leaving your side. When you're that connected, that connection doesn't break. It doesn't break or sever just because their physical body's gone. All right?
Yeah.
They're still connected on that soul level. They're always going to be connected. Quite often we'll return in different physical suits, but with the same people in different physical suits as well. So you can keep returning back.
Yeah, wow.
Is there a dog did he have a dog, or have you got a dog that's passed? Because he's telling me to tell you something about the dogs with him.
Yeah, I had a dog, Zach.
Okay.
Yeah, that's weird. I moved to Perth and I was really struggling and was homesick, and so Grandpa told me to get a dog, and so I did. I got a husky, and so Zach and I were inseparable for
Oh, what a beautiful dog. I love huskies. They crack me up the way they talk, though. Some of them are so vocal. Well, and so this dog's passed, has it? Because he said he's got the dog. Yeah.
Yeah, he has.
Did it get old? Like, it got old?
No, he was only young. He got hit by a car.
Oh, my God. Sorry to hear that. It's hard enough losing a dog in old age, let alone that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that dog's with your granddad. Okay. Yeah, so grandmother's... Was she quiet? What is your grandmother?
Yeah, she was pretty private. Yeah. Yeah,
because it's like she's sort of not saying much. She's standing back and she's just allowing him to do the talking. I'm not sure if she was like that.
She used to hate that Grandpa and I were the social butterflies, and she was a bit more reserved.
Yeah, she feels a bit shyer, you know what I mean? A bit more quiet, reserved type person. Just the way she's standing back, allowing him to talk. She was very family orientated though, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Was she in the hospital when she passed? Your grandma? Yeah, because it's like she's showing me herself in a bed, but it looks like in a hospital. Was your mum there with her when she passed?
Yeah, she was sick, and then it was sort of about 3 or 4 weeks of her, like she was sort of unconscious in a state, and every night I sat with her till about 2 or 3 in the morning. Well, they rolled her, and then she was in agony with that bit. I'd make sure someone was there with that, and then one night.
Were you fluffing pillows up or something?
No, she was. They would just roll her, and it was excruciatingly painful for her. Her spine was, I'm not sure, but she was in a lot of pain, and she was on that sort of pain control, so she was fairly well out of it. And that was for 2 or 3, maybe 3, 4 weeks. And I used to tell people that I could still talk to her, and she would squeeze my hand, or she would blink, or she couldn't really do anything else but squeeze and blink was about all I could get out of her. But I used to get her to do that, and I knew that she was listening to me and she could hear me.
Yeah, definitely. And, even when they can't do that, so often I get told in readings that that person, has got hold of their hand, or where they've kissed them on the face, or like something like that. And it's like, so they are aware even when we think they're not aware. But you were lucky that she was able to squeeze your hand. Yeah. They both love you so much. She's really sweet energy. She seems really gentle, you know what I mean? Very gentle in her energy. Don't be surprised if this newborn is able to actually communicate or play. Like as you watch them grow, and even before they're talking, you'll see them. Even babies, when you pick them up and they should be staring at you and they're looking over your shoulder, they're usually seeing spirit. Babies, they're wide open. So if you find the baby gooing and garring and all happy and like there's someone there smiling at them, know that it's your grandparents around them. All right? Oh, okay, he's gone. Lost him. He might have lost his connection. Hopefully that helped. Who else is up for a reading? Anyone that would like a connection, you do need to come on video with me. That's the only thing. So I'll send an invite to somebody, and just let me know in comments if you don't actually want to come on. Thank you, Tina. It was actually cool because although that person was my cousin, I've got no idea how old he is, but I haven't seen him since a child and really have nothing to do with his family either. My mum does, but as I said, they live in a different town, so that was good. Okay, Annie, yeah, I wanted to get to you the other day, even though I have a fair idea who's going to try and come through for you, but that's okay. So Annie, if you're there, I think you just need to click on a video or something. Hello.
Hi, I'm sorry. I just finished work.
That's okay. Don't be sorry about that. Not fair that you have to work on a Saturday. But at least
It's all right.
At least you can still work. We'll take that as a big bonus at the moment.
Well, that's true. How are you?
Yeah, doing well.
That's good.
I have a real big feeling I know who's going to come through for you, but well, it's not going to surprise me. Put it that way. Oh, straight in. She was very upfront, was she?
Yeah.
She's just gone coming flying in so quick. Was she that type of person that if she had something to say, she's really going to say it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't hold back.
Yeah, no, she didn't hold back. I didn't even get to ask her to come in. She just flew in quite quickly. Was her passing quite sudden? Like, was it not
Yeah.
Okay. For some reason, I thought your mum had been sick, but she just said it was quite sudden, like not expected.
Yeah, it was sudden.
Yeah. Was it a heart or something?
Yeah, so we've only just got the autopsy back and it's been a year now, and I think it was heart failure.
Yeah, because she's just going around the heart area, like in a heart shape, because sometimes they can confuse me and it might mean lungs, but so I asked them to do a heart shape if it's heart, and she's just sort of gone around like that.
Yeah.
So are you worried now that you feel a lot of pain, in knowing that the heart, has that now got you worried a little bit nervous?
I know it was because of her drinking, as you know, the same thing. But no, I'm still just trying to come to grips with it still.
Yeah, it's still very fresh, and it's your mum. I think that could take ages. You know what I mean? To come to grips. I don't know if you ever fully will come to grips with losing your mum, because that's a connection for everybody. Even if you don't have mum a lot in your life, it's still a very special connection, and it's a huge thing when you say as a dad, or anyone. Mum gave birth to us, you know what I mean? That's a whole thing. She's expressing her love so much. Did you always say that?
What, we loved each other?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because like there's the little signs are like, to me it's a repeat. She's repeated it before when younger. You know what I mean? She's
Yeah.
always coming from the mouth.
And I also wanted to ask, is there something with Elijah? Because Elijah always talks about her and he's never met her.
Oh, is that
But
the little one?
the grandson, yeah. He just
Okay.
always talks about her.
What's going on there, Mum? Is he seeing you? Yeah, he's seeing her.
He says he does.
There you go. Well, look, because we're born open, every single one of us are born open, right? So it's just as we're growing, society doesn't teach us anything about these abilities we have. So it gets shut down. Do you know what I mean? Like, I remember
Yeah.
as a child, I had many friends around me. No one else saw them. So I was always told it was imaginary friends. Well, I'm looking back now thinking, I don't think they were imaginary. I think they were spirit. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's,
he always says he sees her, and I say, do you talk to her? And he goes, yeah. And I say, what does she say? And he goes, love you, monkey.
that's sweet. Yeah. And, you know, how old is he? About 2,
He's
3,
4.
4? So he still should be very, very open. And if you keep, you know, if you don't shut that down on him when he brings that up, you keep him open. And
Yeah.
he'll know if it's someone good around him because he's going to feel good. He'll be happy. He won't be grumpy. If he all of a sudden gets grumpy, scared, or anything like that, then you want to do a clearing. You know what I mean? Just get the angel something to clear the energy around him. But if he's
Yeah.
happy and he's smiling, then, and if he's saying that he's seeing her, he's saying yes. Right? He saying he's hearing her as well?
Nah, he just says he sees her and talks
Okay.
to her.
Or that's probably that, because she's going at the ear. So him talking to her, I don't know if he's recognizing he's her back, but maybe a bit. Yeah. So when he's talking, he's probably hearing her back, but he might be hearing it as, you know, his own head thinking. He
Yeah.
might be hearing, yeah. But he'll probably let you know that, I think, through time as well. But he's going around the ear, so he's going to hear, or he hears. Pretty gifted, is he, the little one?
He might be.
Not just
It's
those ways.
funny. It's funny because I was talking to my brother, and my brother actually says he has conversations with my mum, and I was like, what do you mean? And he goes, we talk for hours. And I was like, oh.
See, that makes me smile because I love that. And she's saying I am. So she is.
Yeah, well, I wish you would talk to me.
Okay, but she might be, but maybe you're not recognizing it. Because, you know,
Maybe
like,
not.
seriously, I used to go to so many mediums and psychics, and they'd say to me, how long have you been here in spirit for? And I would roll my eyes at them, and I'd actually gone, they're full of shit. I've never heard a spirit in my fucking life, I'd say. Because to me, I hadn't. Because I didn't hear it like another voice. I didn't hear it like an external voice. It was coming in like my own head thinking. If
Yeah.
they hadn't explained how I was hearing it, maybe I would have got it together sooner. But there's obviously a reason I didn't. But so many of us are hearing that way. So you don't actually think it's them. You think it's your own head. So, Sam, when you're at work, it's focusing on what you're doing at work, yeah? What should be. And all of a sudden, Mum randomly just pops in. Like you weren't thinking that, you know, you weren't thinking about her, but all of a sudden she's there.
Yeah.
Okay? That's her talking to you. But it's going to feel like you've just randomly started thinking about her.
Yeah, which is all the time.
Yeah, so she doesn't shut up. That's why I haven't stopped. It's like I'm not getting that breath even.
You said this last time, and then you were fagging away like.
Oh, really? Well, I can't do that.
And I said that was her as well.
Now you just told everyone I got a cigarette habit. No, I got myself in there anyway. But yeah, I can't do that on the live, so she can't have a smoke today, right?
No.
No. As soon as we hang up, we'll have one for her. Yeah.
At least
But
it's not my brother
she would
annoying
be
me this
flat out
time.
talking. Do you know what I mean? Because she does go flat out. She came in quick as well, so she's going to be flat out in your ear.
Yeah, she's flat out.
Yeah.
She's a little pocket rocket.
Yeah, that's what I feel with her. Like, virus. You know what I mean? Like, the way she come in is like, say you're at a barbecue, right? I've got to, if you're sitting at a barbecue and there's a group of people around and one of them had said something wrong or done something wrong to your mum, right? Mum comes around to the barbecue. She comes flying in so quick, straight up to that person. That's what I'm seeing, feeling from her.
Yeah.
That person's going to know about what's going on or what's happened.
With her bear in her hand.
I was going to say with something in her hand, I don't know if she's going to put it down. I'm thinking, is she putting it down or is she still hanging on to it? But it wasn't just one, it was like a 6-pack.
No, yeah, no, there's not just one Vicki, there's like multiple.
Yeah, well, I seen it. It's like she's walked in with a 6-pack. So, and she's gone, like, straight up to the person. It's like, yeah, she's got something to say. She's going to say it. She's going to get to you quickly as well. So she would
Is she with my brother? You remember that annoying one?
Oh, he was cute, wasn't he? From memory.
Apparently, that's what you said.
That's about all I remember about him. And I think I remember how he passed, but that's okay. Are you there, brother? Yep, he's. Oh, there's those eyes. He is really cute, brother. Now, I know that probably sounds really creepy because I'm communicating with spirit, but I can only be honest. If he's cute, he's cute. Mum came straight to him, he wants you to know, okay? So he was there straight away for Mum.
Aww.
All right. Little one, and we have the little one. Has someone had a baby, miscarriage, loss, or not a little dog, or
No.
little ones? You didn't used to get called little one, or?
Not that I know of.
I've got no idea what that is, so I don't know. Tuck that into memory. It might be later. And she said to let you know, right? She's not going to be talking to all them and not you. Have you been saying something like, why are you talking to them and not me?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. She said that's not going to be the case, all right?
I think she's too scared to spread her wings and fly over to Australia to see me.
Nah, not at all, right? Because she can't be scared where she's at, for one, all right? Because she's in the right place. Only if she was sort of drifting around in between realms, she would still feel that fear and stuff like that. Plus, there's no time and stuff on that side. So for her to, my very first connection with someone in Puerto Rico, or however you say that word, at the time my head, why would you come meet him in Australia? But then learned straight after that, there's no time and space there the way it is here. So she doesn't have to fly anywhere. She just is. She's just there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that make some sense to you?
Yeah.
So she'd be flying everywhere, especially if she was scared to fly. When she was here, she'd be flying extra. It'll be like me. I'll be flying heaps when I'm outside because I don't really enjoy flying now.
Yeah, neither. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why she never came to visit me.
But, oh, really? So she's a bit like me with the flying.
She was petrified.
Yeah. I started practicing going on short trips and then COVID come and stuffed me up. So I'm going to need to practice again. You know, it's meant to be on an island. I don't know how I was going to do that, but I would have done it.
Yeah, wow. I was supposed to be coming with you.
Well, I was booked for March and then boom, COVID.
I should have gave you my ticket. I bought a ticket and never went.
Oh, no. Well, if I had have gone, I would have been stuck there. So I'm not sure I would have wanted to.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be stuck there.
Yeah. She loves you so much. She just keeps saying it. All right. I hope that's helped you today, love. I'm gonna
Thank you, Vicki.
end it there, and yeah, she will be flying over. She's there. She doesn't have to fly, although she's got the wings. She can fly anywhere now. All right.
Yeah.
No beer. She wouldn't even need those beers to get there anymore.
Tell her I'm going to New Zealand in October, so I'll go visit her grave and
Yeah. Look, anytime you want to talk to her, just say what you want to say or think it, because she'll hear you. All right. You don't
all
need
right.
anyone to pass messages on for you. No one does. You just think it or speak it, and they will hear you. Okay.
All right. Thank you. Love you, Vicki.
Love you heaps, mate. Good to connect for you. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, who else we got there? I think you have to hang it up, Annie.
How do you hang it up?
Maybe hit that video thing. You got a little video sign? Yep, that's it. Not the best advice to help. Is there someone that wants to let me know? What's this question? Okay. Okay, yes, yeah. Right, let me just invite you in. Where is your name? If you're still online, I can't see you. Hang on, I'll just read out. dd.m. Are you still online? I don't know if you're still there. Okay, the other D mid. Let me see if you're there. Oh, hang on. Oh, you're here? Okay, I'm going to invite you in. 1 minute. There you are. I just sent you a request. D, I'm assuming it's D.
Hello,
Hi, D. Thank you. Is it D?
it's Diane.
Oh, how do I say that? Say it again.
Diane, but everybody just calls me D.
Okay. Diane's a nice name.
Thank you.
I love it. I'll try and use your full name, but if not, I'll come out with D. Okay. Now I'll just see who's here for you and hopefully get some confirmation so that you know they're really there and a message of some sort that's going to help you move forward. All right.
Beautiful.
Okay, I have a female that's walking straight in. Just going to ask them who they are. Did you have someone you called Nana?
Nana Ginge.
Is she passed?
Yeah, yep.
Because she's not using the word grandmother. She just went Nana. I'm Nana. Hang on, let me just get some more info from her.
Yeah.
Because everyone's got nanas. Well, not everyone, but most people have nanas on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Is that mum's mum?
Yeah.
Yeah, she goes mum's mum. Okay, I'll just get some more from her. Was there illness for her?
Yeah, she had a brain aneurysm.
Oh, I was actually getting something around that. That's the bleed on here, isn't it? A bleed, yeah. Okay. Was she at home when that happened?
They noticed it first when she was at home, yeah.
Was she taken in the ambulance?
I'm not too sure because I was quite young when she passed. I was only 1 or 2.
Oh my Lord, I'm so sorry to hear that. That would be, oh God, that would be extremely hard. I'm so sorry to hear that you've had to experience that. Say that again. Is her husband passed as well?
Yeah, just in December.
I was going to say, okay, because there's a man that sort of keeps coming in and out. Hang on. And did he get sick as well?
Yep. Just recently, yeah, in December. So
Was it illness though? So there was like it was illness. Is it cancer that he had?
no.
Okay, let me just ask him about this because he said illness. Hang on. It's not something to do with the head, like dementia or one of them.
He had vascular dementia in the end because he wasn't getting enough blood flow to the brain.
Oh, because he went over his head like that. That it's a bit of a guessing game with charade sometimes. It's like that could be head dementia, Alzheimer's, that sort of thing is what I was feeling. Yeah. But did he go quite like when he actually went past? Did he go downhill quite quickly? Yeah, because I feel like he's had this illness for a while, but then it's all of a sudden just hit him. You know what I mean? And then bang.
Yeah, he was meant to have a surgery, but he went into hospital for the surgery, wasn't strong enough, and then didn't make it out.
Oh, poor love. Taken home. What do you mean? Was he cremated?
Yep.
Does that what do you mean by taken home?
Well, he hasn't actually been interned yet, so because we're just with COVID and stuff. He's got his children that live in different states, so we're just trying to get everybody all together. So
it's just really stuffed up everybody that's lost someone, hasn't it? It's been seriously the stories that I've had to hear, and because of this COVID shit, excuse my French, but it's just cruel, you know, and you can't it's not like a weddings are bad enough, but you can do them anytime.
Yeah.
These sort of things you can't repeat, and it's just so cruel.
Exactly. Yep.
Because I don't know if that's exactly what he meant, but he was saying something about being taken home. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Was his home different? Was it a different place?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Don't know. I'll leave that one with you because I don't know exactly what he means on it.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
But yeah, they've only just recently been obviously reunited because they were apart for maybe 15 or so years. So.
Oh, the best. Well, the thing about that, it would have been harder for him.
Yeah.
Being here, whereas her on the other side, there's no time. So to her, it just would have been like yesterday, and now she's got him back again. For him, the poor love, he's the one that went, you know what I mean? It's sadder, I think, for those left. Yeah. They feel like they're very much in love. Were they first love? You know, like...
They were. So he did have another partner
after her. Yeah,
but he always said, I love her, but she's not Ginge. So
yeah, they were it would have been a different love. And, you know, quite often that she probably pushed that love to him because he probably needed it while he was still here. You know what I mean? I'm sure they'll all catch up on the other side when all their time's up. Yeah. But they do feel like they were young loves, you know, like, yeah. So it would have been a love, but it would have been a different love to what he had for your nana. Do you have little children?
No.
Okay, I've got a question next. Do you want little children? Do you want children?
Yeah. Okay. I want a big family, yeah.
Okay, because I've got to tell you why I've asked you that question now. Because I see children around you. So you don't work with children or?
I want to. I did for a little bit, but that's the goal, to work with children.
Okay, because when I say children, I see many. So I don't know how many you want to have.
I've always said I'm going to name one Poppy for my pop and one Ivy because that was my Nana's name. So.
Oh, what a gorgeous name,
Mhm.
Ivy. I'm going to go with both there on this children that I'm seeing, all right? So I'm going to say you will work with children, but I think you'll also have children,
Mhm.
all right? Because I'm seeing many children is what they're
Mhm.
showing, many children. Now, the many, I don't think you'd have that many, so I'm going with that for work, but then it shrinks down, so I'm also going with children for you as well, personally. Did these people live out on land, or do you live on land?
Well, I've just moved to a property with a bit of land.
Okay, because I'm being shown land. Hang on. Why are you showing me land? Did that property sort of just appear? Like, had you been looking for somewhere and it's just sort of, well, look, all of a sudden it's there?
Yeah, it was a very spontaneous move here.
Yeah, because they're saying they helped you with this property. It's like, so I'm assuming that they mean something like they've put that property in your path, or they've helped you see that property, or, you know, something like that. But it's in some way, shape or form, they've helped you get that property.
Okay.
Or help you to see that property.
Okay.
Because they're telling me you need that land. Okay, like, I don't know if you've got plans for the land or whether you personally need the land. So do you have a lot of mood swings?
Yeah.
So when you make sure you get barefoot, we all do. There's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm being shown is like you're a sponge that picks up energy. All right. So when you get moody and it's quite random, get barefoot out onto your land, okay, and offload the energy that you're picking up. It's like you're picking up energy from people around you, online. You could just be someone that feels the collective energy, which is everybody's energy on the planet, which is very overwhelming. So when you find those moods, it's like I'm seeing a roller coaster going on here. Okay, so when you get them, clear your energy and just get outside barefoot, stamp up and down and try and get that energy. Wring your sponge out. If you were like a sponge with holes, it's got full and you need to wring it out. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they show me that you are like a sponge with holes and you're very, very open. All right. So, example, if you're around a really negative person, your head would be going, oh, shut the fuck up. You're draining me, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's because you're feeling their energy. Okay. They're guiding. Are you studying something at the moment?
I've just finished studying education support. So.
Okay, yeah. They're showing study books.
Mm.
Were there times where you thought you couldn't get through it, or
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because it's your nana here that's been helping there. All right. Yeah. So I don't know, say when you're studying or maybe having to hand in an assignment where you might have felt stuck in that moment of, oh, I can't get that question, I can't get that answer. And then all of a sudden the answers just come to you. And it's because you were getting help. All right. Yeah. Because you're really quite open. So you're possibly hearing.
Yeah.
Did you do a lot for these two, like for your grandfather? Like, were you in his life a fair bit?
I was really close to my poppy, yeah.
Yeah, because he's saying thank you. Like, and to me, I'm taking that as thank you for your time. You know what I mean? Like, you've given him a lot of time. Yeah.
I used to make sure I rang him and everything. And
I think grandparents are such a beautiful connection. Seriously, such a special connection. And they're the cutest spirits to connect to. They seriously.
Because my pop is the only one that my dad's parents died before I was born. And then my grandmother passed away when I was young. So
Well,
my
he's the only
poppy.
one you had. Yeah. Oh, he's expressing his love. Did you get a little flutter there then?
Mm.
That's you feeling his love.
Wow.
So that just shows that you do actually feel. You feel energy, all right? If you didn't feel energy, you wouldn't be able to feel that. But every time I'm told that by spirit, they say to me also to mention it, because if I'm feeling it, usually you're feeling it as well. So anytime you want to feel his love, you just have to say to him, tell me how much you love me, Poppy. And
yeah,
it'll feel like your head thinking, I love you, all right? But it's going to be him telling you, but you'll feel it. Then get him to start showing you his name to prove it was him, all right?
okay.
Yeah. They want you to know more than ever that they're there and that you can communicate with them, so they don't mind proving themselves to you,
Yeah.
all right?
Okay.
Showing you a name or giving you a some sort of sign that's gonna you'll recognize. What's that, Poppy? Do you have times where you're not feeling safe?
Oh, I just get a little down, I guess. Not.
When when you do get that, ask him to come close to you so that you know he's there, because he's saying he's quite protective of you, all right? So know that he's there, he's around you, he's protecting.
Okay.
Yeah. Call him close when you feel like those moods do come in, because he's there to support you.
Okay.
You can, you said you used to call him all the time. So why don't you take 5 minutes each night or day during the day, whenever you've got 5 minutes, and sit and do like a call, but you're not using a phone. Do you know what I mean? And just, even if you don't feel like you can hear him back, talk to him, because he's going to be hearing you. So it's still that same connection. Keep it going. Yeah.
Mm. Yep.
You have lots of stories, did he, this one?
Yeah. So at his funeral, they played a video diary he did.
Oh, how cool is that?
And it explains like his whole life from a kid to going to the Korean War to then meeting Jin
Wow.
and everything. Yeah.
I've never heard of something like that. That's actually an awesome idea. I was
Yeah.
going to do one saying, if you're watching this, clearly you think I'm dead, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll have to do it and regularly update it for a lot of years, hopefully. Yeah, that's actually a great idea. Yeah, because I just feel like there's a lot of stories to this man. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
You could sit and listen for a long time, and that makes sense, what you've said. Was he ever injured in war?
No, he didn't get injured. Oh, he got very sick. So yeah. I think he got sick or something, and then he had to go to the hospital, and then he ended up getting a different country's uniform,
Oh.
and he
See, he
stole it
was
from
full of
him.
stories, wasn't he?
Yeah, somebody pinched it from him late at night because they wanted a different. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is a story and a half. Well, I'm going to call it there for you. I hope that helps you to know that even, Nana's there too, even though you were only one. She would have been there all that time if you're watching you grow up, but he's definitely there. Okay. You can communicate with him. I think you're just probably not recognizing it. So, yeah, do that little call every day. Just sit though and talk in your head. Make that the call, or talk out loud. That won't hurt either.
Okay, thank
You
you.
might shock yourself and actually start recognizing that you're hearing him. All right? Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for coming on video.